Let's take a look at this question under statistics. This is just raw data that involves mean deviation and then standard deviation. Here they're saying the heights in centimeters of a group of 6 basketball players are 182, 195, 188, X, 190, and then 191. Then I, given that the mean height of the players is 189 centimeters, we are supposed to find the value of X. So let's start by taking this one and then let's see. We have the mean, which is given as the X bar as 189 centimeters. And you know the mean of raw data is just adding the observations and then we divide by the number of observations that we have. Okay, so this gives us 182 plus 195 plus 188 plus X plus 190 plus 191. All this divided by, we are looking at 6 players here under observation. And this gives us a mean of 189. So when we add everything here, when we add the real numbers, we're going to have 946 plus X divided by 6, and this is equal to 189. Then we cross multiply. So after doing the cross multiplication, we have 946 plus X, and when we cross multiply, this gives us 1134. Then to find the value of X, we group like terms. 1134 minus 946, and this gives us the X value to be 188 centimeters. All right, so there is what we have as the value of X, or the solution to the I question. Now the second one says we should find, or we should use the value in X, the value of X in BI above, which is the question we are solving, to calculate the mean deviation of the height. Mean deviation is given by, the summation of the absolute of X minus the mean values, or divided by the number of observations. So we subtract the mean value from all the X values, okay, which is 182, 195. We pick the positive side of it, we add them, and then we divide, okay. So let's do that computation and then write the numbers down. So the positive side of 182 minus the mean, which is 189. So 182 minus 189 gives us negative 7. The absolute becomes positive 7. The same happens to 195, where we have 6. The same happens to our X component. Okay, oh, sorry, 188 minus the mean, which is 189, gives us negative. So we write the positive side, so plus 1. The same happens to our X, which is also going to be plus 1. Then we have 190 minus 189, which gives us 1. Then the last one, 191 minus 189, that gives us 2 as our value. So the sum of all these values divided by 6 would give us our mean deviation. So computing all this, we are going to have our answer to be what? 3 as our mean deviation. So that's all for that question II. Let's take a look at III. III says if a player is considered extremely tall, so for you to be called extremely tall, they are saying if your height, or if their height is at least one standard deviation above the mean. So once your height is one standard deviation above the mean, then it means you are considered as what? Extremely tall. All right. But we've been given variance. What we know is standard deviation. Standard deviation in statistics is the square root of the variance. All right. So once we have the variance, we can easily find the standard deviation and then use it for the rest of the solution. So our standard deviation for the question is going to be the square root of 16.67. 16.67. And that gives us approximately 4.08. Okay. That is our standard deviation. Approximately 4.08 is our standard deviation. Now they are asking us to find the probability of a student, or sorry, a player qualifying to be called extremely tall. Let's see. Number of extremely tall players. Extremely tall players. This is going to be, we're going to have, we have to calculate for the value that qualifies you to be extremely tall, the exact value, okay? The exact value that qualifies you to be extremely tall. Now let us see. They are saying it must be one standard deviation above the mean. If the mean is 189, okay, 189, and then we want to see the number of people who are above that with one standard deviation. We are going to add the standard deviation to what we have there, which is extremely tall. So we have 4.08 plus 16 point, no, not 16, sorry. The mean is 189, sorry. So we have 189 plus 4.08, and this gives us a value of 193.08. Okay, so all players who are above 193.08, let's see how many people are above 193.08. We have only 195, right? So only one player. So the probability is going to be one player out of six players. That becomes the solution to the statistics question over there. Thank you so much for watching, and have a very blessed day. Bye bye.